Hey guys, it's Carl Brown for GuitarLessons365.com. Today we're going to learn how to play Separate Ways, Worlds Apart by Journey. Now I'm not going to do the solo in this lesson. If you guys want to see the solo, make sure this video gets 600 YouTube likes and I'll take care of the solo for you. But real quick, just as extra credit, let's learn how to play that keyboard part that starts the song, but I'm going to arrange it for guitar for you, okay? It's going to sound like this. Here we go. Okay, so it's a cool little sounding part, and as soon as you play that, everybody knows what you're getting ready to do. So I arranged this just by having a bar here at the 12th fret with your first finger, and your second finger at the 14th fret on the D string. And the picking is going to be the high E string, then the D string, then the B, then back to the D string. I do it up, down, up, down. Then all you gotta do is move up to the 14th fret on the high E string, just with your third finger, put that there, leave everything else the same and pick it the same. And then move up your pinky to the 15th fret on that high E string. Alright, and then just repeat a couple times here on the moving from the B to the D string. So we have, and just repeat. Alright, so, it's just something fun to try if you want to, or just wait for the regular guitar parts to come in. Now, these regular guitar parts, you probably saw how I was playing it in the beginning. It's not a lot of, I can see when I see guitar players play it around the web or whatever, or I used to actually personally play it a lot in like cover bands and stuff. It was actually wrong. The way he actually does it is quite odd. He plays it up here, the open 0, the low E string, 7th fret on the 5th string, and then his first finger at the 4th fret here on the G string. And the strings in between it are muted by the bottom of your third finger and the top of your, pretty much the bottom of your third finger. Now, he does that, I guess, so he can be right over here in these harmonics that he's going to be hitting. It gives it a little different sound. It's not as full sounding as the, which I'll hear a lot of people do it like, but it is how he plays it, and when I listen back to the recording, you can actually hear that B in there. So I saw videos of him playing in 82 and 2014, so this is how he's doing it. So here we go. We're gonna hold that chord that I just mentioned, and you're gonna strum those 4 strings. Now you can do it straight like that, but sometimes he's actually doing a straight kind of. So he'll be playing it a couple different ways. Sometimes it's straight through, and sometimes he's. So that's just. Alright, so he's releasing the pressure down here and hitting some quick down ups in between some of those chords to give it that kind of a galloping feel. Alright, so obviously after he does that, he moves up here and he plays some muted strings in that kind of rhythm. Down, up, down, up, down, down. Alright, and on the last note, he'll hit a harmonic. So, and that harmonic is at the 5th fret on the G string. Now sometimes he'll hit the harmonic twice. So, like that. So it's just kind of random how he does it. But that's what he's doing. He's muting the strings. And on the last hit, he's hitting that harmonic at the 5th fret on the G string. All right, and then he goes to the power chorus, going into the pre-chorus. All right, so that's just a power chord at the 5th fret on the low E string, 7, then 8, then over to the 5th fret on the A string, then hit it again, and then come down to a full bar A minor chord. Then do those again. And then it would just 7, 8. That takes us to the chorus, which sounds like this. All right, so that's a E power chord, 7th fret on the A string, 9th fret on the D and the G, with all the open strings around it. You let them all ring. Then take this down to the 5th fret, but now you're going to mute all the strings around. You're going to make sure you just play these 3. Then you're going to come down to a C major chord. So you're going to have to bar your 3rd finger across the 5th fret and the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th strings there. Back to that A minor, full bar again. And then 5 with some vibrato on it, and 6 on the A string to start over. All right, needs to repeat those chords, and then it takes us right back. All right, so I know that's kind of awkward doing that little intro riff like that, but you'll get used to it. So all we have left of really the rhythm guitar parts is after the solo, when the keyboard's doing its thing, we have the big chords underneath it. Then we're going to start that with the actual E power chord. All right, so that starts with the E power chord, just let it ring. Then to the G power chord. Now that's basically just an open G power chord, so there's no 3rd in the chord. We're just holding the top 2, 3rd fret on the top 1st and 2nd string, and then the low E string 3rd fret. The 2 middle strings are going to be open. The string that is muted is the 5th string, so the bottom part of your 2nd finger there is going to have to lean against that A string to mute it out, so it doesn't ring. Just want it muted. Then we go to that same C major chord we did earlier, so you're going to be barring across the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th strings here with your 3rd finger. And then to an A power chord. Just open A string, 2nd fret on the D and the G. Then he slides up to the 17th fret on the low E string and does just a big bend on it, bend and release. Just bend it towards the floor and then back down to the low E chord, starting us over. This time, instead of going to the G though, he goes to a D chord. Probably sounds best to actually do not really hear that top note. You just hit the, you can hit the A and the D string open, actually sounds great. And then the A here and the D with the 2nd fret on the G, 3rd fret on the B string. Back to that C major chord. And then the B power chord just jumps the 2nd fret on the A string. And the 4th fret here on the D and the G. Just kind of build that up, back up. and that comes back to the chorus. All right. So like I said before, if you guys want to learn the solo, just make sure it's a really nice solo, really melodic. Got some fast licks in it. Just make sure this video gets 600 likes, and I'll get to it. I'll see you then. Bye bye.